As far as I'm concerned, video games are art. They are a way of expressing yourself and your ideals. Sometimes that use of expression can get a little bit strange, off the beaten path as it were. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not good, it just means that they're just a bit more weird. I've played a lot of weird games in the past, but these 10 are definitely the strangest. So here is my top 10 weirdest games of all time. Hatoful Boyfriend is ripe for the YouTube-dominated industry we are in. A pigeon dating simulator was bound to be picked up by the crazy and played to death. And it is definitely strange. I mean, plenty of weird dating sims exist, like the Nick Cage one, for example, or various hentai ones, but Hatoful broke the norm and became a huge mainstream hit. Why? I don't know. Because pigeon fetishes? So House of the Dead was a huge success and further solidified the zombie genre as a mainstream genre. So what did they decide to do next? A typing teaching tool, of course, with zombies. Typing of the Dead essentially replaces the guns with keyboards. You kill zombies by typing words that appear on screen, and these are entirely random and honestly quite funny. Typing of the Dead is not only weird, but actually fun as well. Monster Party is an NES classic, but man was it strange. I'm not sure if they were going for a more horror vibe and got sidetracked entirely, but what ended up being the finished game is a chaotic mess that makes you fight dancing zombies, the man-eating plant from Little Shop of Horrors, and for whatever reason, an onion ring.
Gee, it sure is boring around here.
My boy.
The Zelda CDI games, all 3 of them, suck. The reason they exist is due to a bunch of legal jargon that really sums up to Philips having the rights to make Mario and Zelda games due to a merging deal that went south. Now what came of this are terrible games with the strangest cutscenes that remain in total infamy today, and are quoted quite often by YouTubers. These misfits belong on this list for their cutscenes, the weird way they even got made in the first place, and they're just strange gameplay.
Squadala, we are off!
Catherine was a fully released title on the last-gen consoles. It was a story-driven game following a guy between 2 girls, Catherine with a C and Catherine with a K. One was lighthearted and fun, the other more serious but grounded, and the guy was torn between the 2. Now, this isn't the weird part. The weird part is the dream sequences. You have to climb a structure in your underwear with goat horns on while being attacked by a giant Catherine. Trust me, it's fucking weird.
Hi, I'm Toby Fox, creator of Undertale.
Undertale. Need I say anything else? Undertale caught literally everybody by surprise as to how amazing it actually is. Its weird humor and entire disregard for basically everything threw it into the spotlight as a must-play game in the RPG genre and on pretty much every top 10 list of 2015. Playing some homage to Earthbound, Undertale stands alone as a strange but downright amazing game. Yeah, this is a game. Made for the failed console Atari Jaguar, Attack of the Mutant Penguins is very strange and extremely complex, surprisingly enough. If you want a full explanation, watch the Angry Video Game Nerds video on the Jaguar. However, I do have to say, I had fun with it. As weird as it may be, it does what it does quite well.
Verifying the target 1,300 feet below. Please complete boarding procedures before getting in.
Roger that. Have a ton of tickets.
Metal Wolf Chaos wouldn't be so weird. It's a game where the President of the United States gets his ass kicked and then reclaims America through mech-related violence. What's weird is that the game was only released in Japan. Developed by From Software, now famous for Dark Souls and Bloodborne, it's weird such a release not to be ported to the States, seeing as the concept would sell very well. Instead, though, Japan got a taste of good old America.
Into the base successful.
So much for sneaking in. They're already here to greet you.
My eyes hurt. LSD Dream Emulator is what happens when someone decides to actually translate his dreams from a journal into the gaming world. Now, this weird entry into the PlayStation 1 library is very rare, but quite the experience. I'll be honest, it gave me a headache, but I never stopped playing. It's very surreal, but captivating. If you can afford the game's price tag, I'd suggest grabbing it, or finding out how to play it somewhere else for free. It's at least worth a look.
I may not look so hot to you, but you should see yourselves through my eyes.
Seaman. I'll be honest, I'd never heard of this game before AVGN covered it, and he isn't lying in his video either. It is strange. The game is voiced somewhat by Leonard Nimoy, famous for portraying Spock in the Star Trek series, and it has to be the strangest thing I've ever seen a celebrity actually do. The game revolves around you raising this Seaman creature, talking to it and nurturing it. It requires relevant answers to questions and such to grow. It's like raising an intelligent Tamagotchi, but less fun. That is what I think the top 10 weirdest games are. Am I missing some? Well, let me know by leaving a comment, and please, try these for yourself if you haven't. It's worth the strange experience. And of course, thanks for watching. Also, thanks to cartridgeclub.org. It's an interesting place where plenty of mostly retro gamers, but still some modern gamers, go and talk on the forums, watch all kinds of different podcasts, videos, and blogs. It's a very interesting website. I would definitely give it a check out. There's a link to it in the description. Alright guys, I'll see you next time. Peace.